Hey, what's up everybody? Got a new toy I want to show you. Check it out. This is the American Audio SDJ1. This looks like a CD controller. And it works like a CD controller, but it's not a CD controller. It is an MP3 controller, but here's the catch. You don't need a computer. All you need are these little guys. Little SD cards. Little bitty SD cards. See how small they are? They're tiny, tiny. It'll take up to a 4 gigabyte SD card, and it'll take 2 of them at a time. So I did the math. I've got a 40 disc collection that's got all the standards on it. I got it back in the 90s when they had those kind of collections floating around out there that you could buy. I could fit that entire 40 disc collection on one 4 gigabyte disc, which is tons of music. You can more than do a gig with just that collection, even today. And you can put 2 of those in this player. Now I'm going to show you how it works, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit after we do a demo. Here's the little SD card. It's a 1 gigabyte card. I'm just going to pop it into my laptop real quick. It'll pop up right away. And there it is. Open up these folders here. And we're going to put some tunes in here. Just for fun, let's drag my Daft Punk collection in there. That'll take a minute or 2 to load in. And for fun, let's also grab my Dead or Alive collection. And what the heck, while we're at it, we'll stick Bowie in there too. There'll be more than enough space on a 1 gig card to put all that stuff on there. Now once you have all your music loaded on your disk, all you have to do is fire this unit up. It only takes a second or 2 to boot up. There it is. And then pop this card in this slot. And there you go, it reads it right away. Now, you can do this a couple different ways. You can flip through the tracks with this little track dial. You can go through all the tracks individually, or you can press this folder button and you can search by folders. So you can just kind of cruise along here and you can find a CD or a folder that you want to mess around with. Let's look in this one. Here's a song I haven't heard in a while. How appropriate. DJ, hit that button. And that's just what we did. So it operates just like a normal CD controller would. It has the pitch control. It also has what American Audio is calling tempo lock. You can speed it up or slow it down, and it doesn't disturb the key. And it has a little jog wheel on it and the whole bit. Okay, now let's look at deck 2. It's the same thing. You take this little card right here, pop it in this card reader, and it reads it pretty much right away. You can press this folder button and we can flip through to a folder that we want to play music out of. Play out of this one. And here, watch this. I'm going to move the crossfader over. I'm not going to touch anything. American Audio has a feature called Q Start. Now, Denon calls it Fader Start. It's actually compatible, which I thought was really cool. All you have to do is have a little mini plug. And you can activate the Q Start. If you've got a Denon mixer, it'll work. I don't know if it'll work on other mixers, but it seems to work on Denon just fine. Now let's say that we want to play another Kylie tune, because who wouldn't? Kylie's great. So here. Kylie's on this card right here, which we're playing in this deck. This card is assigned to this deck. Well, it's not a big deal. You just press this button, and now we're looking on this card. We'll do a folder search. Find another Kylie song. Like there's a bad Kylie song. There you go. Now we'll activate Fader Start. And there you have it. So there you have it, the American Audio SDJ1. There are a lot of bells and whistles on this machine. We didn't go over all of them. It's just kind of a basic overview of the machine. Now I know some of you are already saying, yeah, but I carry 75 1 terabyte hard drives with me wherever I go that has every song ever recorded on them. Well, then this machine definitely isn't for you. This machine is for consolidators, wavy davy. It's also for school DJs, perfect for you guys because you know exactly what you're going to play. The same stuff you played last week. All the current hip-hop and the current rock and the silly line dances. It's also going to be great for you guys who don't want to monkey around with laptops but want to get into MP3. And it's going to be really good for those of you who pre-program your evenings. For those of you who already know what you're going to play when you go out on a gig, sometimes you put a mix together beforehand, you go out, you gig, you're done. This would be a nice machine for you. So what do I think of it? I think it's very solid. I was actually very surprised. It's very responsive, a lot more responsive than some of the CD players that I've used lately. So there you have it, the American Audio SDJ1. If you have any questions, please feel free to stick them right down here. Practice and enjoy.